Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, you're in for something special. Today, we are diving deeper into the art of portrait drawing beyond just Loomis method. Now, don't get me wrong, Loomis method is fantastic. It helps us nail down the proportions and silhouette of the head with precision. Yes, if you have heard that for the first time, make sure to visit my previous videos so you don't lag behind because of a misconception. But when it comes to truly capturing the flow, the essence, the life within a face, we need a little something extra. And when it was my turn, I tried to achieve that little extra with Reilly Rhythms. This technique introduces a series of flowy, elegant lines that maps out the form and movement across the face. It's like drawing the music beneath the surface, lines that guides the viewer's eyes and express structure beyond just static shapes. So to draw a portrait, you need your silhouette to be right, the proportions to align, and accuracy. Well, that's just the surface part. We are also talking about form, features, and shading. And in today's video, we are going to learn how to add more spice on an accurately drawn silhouette by just some simple understanding of forms and making it look 3D. Sounds interesting, isn't it? As for the Reilly rhythms, they are a lot at first glance, each line indicating a unique anatomical flow. But here's the good news, you don't need all of them, just a handful to get started. These rhythms were based on generalized head structure, so naturally they won't fit on every face perfectly. So now you got to learn the Reilly rhythms for a general head first and then to modify that. And yes, I'll walk you through that. So grab your sketchbook, pencil, and let's jump into it. So to work out the rhythms, you got to have a good base or lay-in of a general head. So here I have two angles so that I can make you understand it better. Well, this rhythm above the eyebrow, that's the little architectural bump we all have. Some people's are majestical hills, others barely a speed bump. The other rhythm is not a rhythm, it's a shape, a keystone shape, which is called glabella, and it resides in between of the eyebrows. So the next rhythm is a part of skull, which is eye socket, the outer part as it is, but the inner one, on the most faces you can also see some facial masses changes this straight line to something like this. And while plotting this eye mask, make sure that it ends in the exact middle of the nose line and eyebrow rhythm. And from the side, the eye socket alone dips into the skull. For the eyeballs, make them circular. Let's move on to the nose. Well, I didn't try doing a lot. I just make sure I get the three planes of the nose right. The middle one, which is facing us and contains the main ball of the nose, the other two proceeds back. One more thing to take a note of, the nose is a little wider at the bottom. The mouth isn't just a line, it's like a shy spear peeking out from the face. From the side, it's got that elegant arc. From the front, it's like, hey, I'm here, but I'm not trying too hard. And the lines you see on the side of the nose on a face is caused by this volume. Well, when the facial mask increases, the fold or crease on the face changes its appearance. And now here comes the chin volume, which is again an ellipse, and the mouth volume is overlapped with this volume, which creates this line on the face. And this part too changes from people to people, but generally it does emerges just like the mouth volume. Now the cheekbones, those are represented by a rhythm going up from this point, curving to the ear, to the top of the ear specifically. Well, not only this one, there is one more rhythm which forms the cheekbones better, and that too runs between these 2 points but curving on the other side. If you draw this same rhythm on faces having visible cheekbones, you can see that the form does lies under this shape. And the bottom one also gives a defining line for hollow cheeks. Well, there's one last rhythm which I don't know what Frank Riley made for, but I use it to denote the part or the line just under our eyes and runs across the volume of the face. And for the forehead, we have a circle in the middle because this is the only part on our forehead that faces to front, while others are just tilting towards the side. So as you can see, we have looked into Reilly rhythm from two basic angles out of three. And I left that angle just so that I can take a recap and put the pieces together. So let me just lay in the base. And here I am using Steve Houston's method so that I can block in the head shape faster. This is the side plane of the cranium. In this angle, I begin with the eyebrow hump, which will end at the corner of the chopped part. And then I'll try to plot the glabella, the keystone shape. And instead of going with the eye socket, I'll approach the nose so that I can get a better idea of how to make the eye sockets better. Remember, the bottom of the nose is wider than the top. Now I can divide this third in half and place the eye socket. For the right side, it will go back into the chopped part a little, come ahead and circle around, connecting to the nose. And for the other side, we are supposed to know that on the skull, the eye sockets first go into the skull and then come back out, which creates this dip in 3/4 view. And for the eyeballs, the right one will be visible fully, but for the left one, it will be a little covered with the nose. Now tell me, have you ever tried to know why this part of the face curves out a little and is not a straight line from cheekbones to the chin? It's because of the mouth's volume. After that, I'll plot the chin's volume, which also protrudes out generally. After that, I'll go ahead and plot the cheekbone's rhythm. And then you get the right transition of these plane of the face. Like this one's the front, this the side, and this one's the transition. And after all that, I'll add the rhythm which emerges from the inner corner of the eye socket to the middle of the jaw. And one of the most important thing, this head that I have drawn is basically the general mannequin of the art world. Great for practice, but terrible for personality. So if you want your portraits to not look like they were built in a factory, you will need to tweak the method a bit. And in the next video, I'll show you how to bend these rhythms so that your portraits might look like actual people. So hit that subscribe button unless you're into drawing stylish mannequins forever. No judgment.